All right, so today we're gonna go do a hive inspection. The last time we were in the hive, we talked about communication amongst the bees. The communication, like said in the last video, it's important for the bees to relay information of where food sources are for them. So today we're gonna go into the hive and see if it's time to add another box onto the hive. So let's go check it out. So you might have noticed that already on some of the hives there are additional boxes on the hives. Now, reason being is when I got into the hives last week, the weather had started to change a little bit and I needed to get in and out as quickly as possible. So I put the boxes onto the hives because the queen, she needed more space to lay because all the frames where the brood is located inside the hive was maxed out. Then the food source, the pollen, the nectar and such, was also maxed out inside the hive. So if the bees don't have enough space for the queen to lay eggs and or for the bees to bring in pollen, that will force them to be like, hey, we need to start looking for another space to grow our colony. So that's why some of the hives already have a couple extra boxes on. On the hive that we're going to go into today, we'll see if we need to add an additional box on or not. So let's go into the hive now and check it out. So I want to show you the walkthrough of my thought process of what I'm thinking when I go into the hive now. So we're first off going to give a little smoke to the bees just to kind of put them in a relaxed state, and then as we're going through, it allows us to work with more calm and gentle bees. So first things first, take off the stone to hold the cover down. We put this on the ground here. Now we'll smoke the entrance. Oh boy, they're looking really good. So now that they have a little smoke, we're going to use our hive tool and pop open the top. Now I could tell that they looked really good because I had made this lid to be plexiglass and I could see down and in what's going on from a glimpse. Now this is looking really good. Overall wise, there's great coverage in this hive because all the bees are spread out. When you look down inside, you can see that the bees are covering all the frames and such. So the bees are looking really good right now. So we're going to give them a little smoke right now just to get them down and out of the way. And then we're going to go across and see how the brood pattern is, see how the honey, the pollen and nectar is, and to look for any possible queen cells. And we don't want to give them too much smoke because then that could get them aggravated. So just a little bit. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to pop out this frame here just to give ourselves a little bit more space to work. Alright, so right now the queen is laying all in this area here. On the outer portions we can start to see some of the honey being made here, water's being evaporated off of, and then you have some carbohydrates and such closer to the new laid eggs inside. And actually our queen is right here. She's on this outermost frame. What a grab. Alright, so when I go to put this frame back in, I'm going to make sure I know where the queen is, and she now went on to the other side, and I need to make sure that I don't damage her whatsoever. So let's do this. Where did she go? She's hopping back and forth in between. Yep, so she's all the way back on this frame now, all the way up to the top. So let's do this. We're going to take out this outermost frame. This queen, there you go. Now we're going to just do a quick walkthrough. So far they're looking really good. Alright. We have eggs hatching here in the center here. What I'm looking at is right here, is this looks like a potential queen cell in queen cell. So we don't want them to swarm, so I'm going to look inside that little cupping to see if the queen had laid any eggs inside. Which I don't see. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to destroy that so that they don't get any ideas and swarm off. Same with this one. Now this is a really solid frame. The queen has recently laid in here probably 4 days ago. This outer portion she's laid within the last 2-3 days. Same with this side. And they're drawing out the comb as well, so they're doing a really good job right now. So what my thought process now is to add another box on top of this hive and let the queen stay down below and allow the workers to bring it up to the top. Because what's happening too is the food source, so the honey, the pollen and nectar is being stored on the outer portions of the colony. It's like a ring. So the important things are the colony, are the eggs and the new bees, which is in the center. Then the food sources are moved towards the outside, and then the honey is at the uppermost extremities. They haven't drawn this out yet, which is kind of weird. Same with this. Alright, so there's pollen here. Alright. Kind of interesting, because that's when they start capping honey, is they're almost creating their outer limit of where the colony is. So if we just start to see honey from this side out and capped, I should say capped honey and or pollen or nectar from here on out, that shows that the outermost portion of the hive is within these 5 frames over here. And that means we could definitely add a box on top. But She's actually been laying over here, as we can see. Up here we have capped brood, capped eggs, and then we have freshly laid over here, and the bees are drawing this out as well. So they have plenty of space. That's a heavy frame. There we go. Oh, sorry girls. Yeah, let's put this first. So, like I said, brood is all on the inside, food sources all on the outside. These are drone cells here. Yeah, they're looking good. So these eggs should be hatching soon. We're still looking for queen cells. We don't want queen cells. Wow, she's laid all the way into this frame as well. Yeah, she's doing really well. We got pollen in this upper portion over here. And then the last frame. Oh, this is heavy. Oh yeah. Now look at this up at the top here. Is this is all honey up at the top. So I'm going to give them, yeah, that's all nectar there. So once they add some water to that and evaporate it, that will all become honey back there. So I'm going to give them another box on top. And we're going to put everything back to where we found it, all spacing wise, because when they're also drawing out the comb and such, their master HVAC technicians they know how to control the airflow throughout the hive. So when they build their comb in certain ways, it's preventing air from moving to certain areas and or allowing air to flow more freely in areas. The other thing that helps me put it back together is sometimes when they draw the comb out, they connect it. So these pieces went back together. Alright, so now I'm going to go get the next box and then we're going to put that on top. So at first I was going to put a queen excluder on, which means that the queen would not have been able to come up into this upper portion, up into this next box. After thinking of it, is that she needs more space, so I'm going to not put a queen excluder on and just let her free move up and down throughout the hive. Don't squash any bees. There we go. Next box on. Close that up. Put this up top. And then, there we go. That's how we roll. All right, so we finished up in the hives there. We found out in that one hive there that we went into, it was time to add the box. The workers and such, we were going to start emerging out of it, so it was time to add another box on so that they can start storing their pollen, nectar, and or lay up in the upper portions of the hive now. So everything looks good. Went into all other hives, and the bees are looking really good as I'm in their flight path and they stung me. Oh fuck. Well, that was silly of me. Actually pretty stupid. So I'm right in their flight path when I do that intro and outro. And one of the girls, she didn't like that I had just been into her hive, so she was very defensive. Flew straight at the back of my head and stung me right in the back of the head. Boy, that hurt. Like, I haven't stung before. Like, yeah, you feel it. That was brutal. Anyway, so all the bees look good. The hive that we went into, we added another box onto. We'll go in a couple weeks to just check on them, and we won't disrupt their flow. All the other hives, they look great. So yeah, we're looking good. Hopefully by August or so, maybe we'll have a harvest. So that's where we're at for the bees. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you enjoyed me getting stung and running off like a little child, give this video a like. If not, give it a like for any reason. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time, be safe. Peace.